We're live. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Thanks to you guys who watch this in the replay later. My guest today is Gene from the yellowshirtdad. I'm doing the wrong. I forget I'm supposed to do the opposite way.
What?
So his thing is he's known for the dad jokes or whatever, which I think are cool. I noticed you get a lot of views on those. So
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that was something that took off, and I didn't expect it. I just wanted to bring some humor out here, and now I'm actually working on some long format videos. I've got things I've done a couple of months ago, and I've got some things planned that I'm going to go out this week and next week to go do.
that's cool.
I went to Tennessee and did some videos.
Yeah, I noticed that, and we had just been there, so all that's like familiar. Yeah, when I go on trips, I always vlog it. I always vlog all the pieces of it. Now, if we're gone a whole week, by the end I get tired, but yeah, I try to vlog as much of it as I can. So if you look back, probably a year last summer, I have videos of that area too, and we visited Siversville, area. Hello, Rudy. I don't know how to say your last name, but welcome in. And I wanted to say hi to Northern Missouri Outdoors and Huga Homestead. And welcome in, Rudy. Cool. So I didn't have a set agenda. I just hate to come up here and talk by myself. I do have the Fall Fest 23 coming out on Tuesday. So
how was that?
So there'll be a playlist on my channel if you want to enter any of those giveaways. Okay. So, and the co-host can enter too. So that'll be really cool.
Has that been a big thing to put together, or because
it is quite an ordeal. I think it's going to go smoother this year. I have 35 people signed up so far.
Oh, wow.
Last year I had 70. Gosh. So this is literally like half.
Oh, half of that. Okay.
I think when the videos start coming out on Tuesday, I think some other channels will probably email me that they're interested. And there's a couple that were on the fence that haven't officially said yes. So I haven't counted them yet, but there's probably another 3 or 4 probably. So I'll probably hit over 40. But yeah, it's mainly like the questions, about how it works. But there's a lot of channels they're real popular in the crochet community. And there was a channel that used to do one called Harvest Moon Giveaway, and it was around this time frame. But that couple that used to do it, they had a baby, and it seems like they haven't really put out any videos. So
how does it work? I mean,
so each channel makes a video. Hello, Jason Keto, welcome in. So each channel makes a video, and they just say, "Hey, I'm Gene from yellowshirtdad, and I'm going to be in Fall Fest 23 giveaway hosted by Gail Southern Living." And then they just call out the 6 little rules, and then they ask them to say a secret word or phrase and pretty much say goodbye. It's just a little short video, and on that video, about 6 weeks from their time frame, they put out they pick their winner from that video, and they send that name over to me. I put all those names on a wheel and draw for one grand prize winner.
Oh, okay.
So each channel can choose whether they want to give away a semifinalist prize or not. Even if they don't give away a semifinalist prize, they still send me a semifinalist name. And then all the channels, so whoever wins the grand prize wins a prize from every single channel in the collab.
Wow. That's
good.
Good.
So last year's winner was Old Ways Gardening Prepping Teresa. So she has a whole playlist on what she won. Hello, Mandalay Cards and More. Welcome in. So anyway, 35 is not bad. I mean, that's half of last year, but I feel like I'll probably get another 10 or so that want to come in. It is a great way to grow your community. And it's also a great way to meld the communities, because I notice papercraft people commenting on homesteading channels and vice versa. and that's really cool to see.
Yeah.
So, but I have probably about 5 paper crafters, about 12 crocheters, about 12 homesteading channels, and then a hunting channel, and just various different genres. It's kind of joining different genres together, which is
That's
cool.
actually pretty cool. When I first heard about it, I thought it had something to do with gardening or vegetables or something like that. So
it's a collaboration giveaway.
Yeah.
Basically, it's just a collaboration giveaway. Everybody's doing the giveaway of the semifinalists, but see, I'm making it easy to where they don't even have to do that. They can just send me that name. Then they only have to mail out one prize. If that's all they can afford, then they just mail out the one prize.
Yeah.
And Teresa got last year, she got literally a $5 bill from somebody in the mail.
Wow.
She got like seeds, lots of gift cards. She got digital gift cards as well. And she did actually call out all the ones who gave her digital gift cards too, which was really cool of her to do, to show all that. I've been stalking Just Jason Keto's channel because I'm trying to I'm trying to do the plant paradox diet, but it is so strict. And I think I'm going to mix some other recipes from some other channels. So I think I'm going to maybe do a video trying to make one of these chaffle things. And I kind of have come up in my brain what I think might be good, but I don't have that waffle maker they have. The waffle maker I have, I bought when we very first had the kids here, and it's like an elephant and a giraffe and like a lion or something. It's like little waffles. So that's all I have right now. Now I can maybe go purchase one later, but I'll have to make my chaffles. Will have to be little animals because that's the waffle maker I have right now. But anyway, that'll be hilarious. They'll probably be laughing at me.
Sounds good there. It sounds pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it sounds. They mix. It sounds like they mix eggs and cheese, and it seems like there's another channel that made chaffles besides Just Jason Keto. So I'm thinking there was somebody else that did it, but maybe not. But anyway, we decided to exchange playlists from Tuber Chat. So, but I also wanted to learn more about the keto diet. So I've been watching his videos, to learn as well as to exchange playlists. So I really like that. Sometimes if I don't have time, I'll go in and just find somebody to exchange playlists with. So that my studio has the thumbs up, because I don't like it when it thumbs down on me. I'm like, oh man, it's not happy with me right now. You have to be happy again. You have to
that's what I'm going to try to go to. I'm going to do my first live in August, and that's hopefully going to get my watch hours up. And then I think once I get over that hurdle, I think going live will be a piece of cake.
It really it was hard for me to do them at first because I'm really not the most outgoing personality. It's hard to believe, but I'm really not the most outgoing personality. Jean's channel. Thank you, Dahlia, for doing that, for putting that up. So, I mean, I've been on several live streams, panels, like today, but now when I think of my own live and I'm going to be on the pedestal, it's like I'm nervous. I don't know why. No, you'll be fine. You know what you do? Just invite somebody that you've been on theirs. Invite somebody just to come up and talk to you. Like, you can invite me. I'll come up there and talk to you.
I have people I want to invite up. Yeah, no, for sure. I've got a lot of people I want to invite up, and I want to do a lot of collaboration and doing some interviews and things like that. Yeah, I just got to get that initial thing, and I think once I do it, it'll be great. I know.
I still don't really love doing them by myself. Now, I did last week because I was up doing Q&A for Fall Fest 22, and I wanted to be sure to catch all the, everything in the comment section, all the questions and stuff. So I did do that one by myself on purpose because I wanted to get through all the details and answer all the questions.
Yeah.
And I went through the information paper that I had wrote down. I went through that paper twice.
Yeah, so, I've got some topics. I think one main topic, and then I'm gonna throw in a little other topic with that live stream. So yeah, I think it'll be pretty interesting.
Yeah, topics are good. I like doing the interviews. I set this one up with you, and I was just trying to think of some people I could have come up that were, good guests. Somebody, just, and so I also asked Micro Farmer if he'd come up because he's a crowd pleaser too. So
yeah, I don't mind joining live streams. I'm always up for that.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you should. I mean, if you ask me, I'll say yeah. And I have availability.
For sure. I got
like at night or during the day, actually. So I'm kind of more. I'm probably pretty open. Probably the hardest for me would probably be like Saturday afternoon, maybe, or something.
Yeah, my first one, I think I'm going to have it on a Friday night. I know
that's a good idea.
Summertime, but on a Saturday, I don't know what people's schedules are like. I've had some people tell me, oh, they're out of town or this, that, and the other. So I was just thinking that, but I think, like I said, once I do it,
you're probably going to have a lot of people in yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for it, and and also too, I want to pay back the thanks that everybody's given me. So I want to go ahead and do that as well. So I know I'm going to have you up, and I've got you on my list. I just gotta, hammer it out and all that. But yeah, I want to give back to the community that gave back to me. So
yeah, I bet you'll have a lot of people that want to come up with you.
And I think
Saturdays our family. I am pulling up part of my garden. My squash kind of burned out because it's so hot here in Texas. So I finally started pulling it up. I've got it like 95% done. There's still like a couple of, the vines are really thick. So I still have a few of those to pull up. I want to go ahead and pull them up all the way because I noticed one of them looked like it might have had some vine borer damage. And so I don't want to leave any parts of the squash in there, the vines, because I don't want for them to come back in there next year. But I have decided I'm not going to plant my squash in there again. I'm going to try to plant the some more of those cantaloupes, muskmelons, because I thought they were really good.
And you said you had cantaloupes that were really good this year. Is that
right? So far I harvested one and it was really good. And I have another one out there growing, and I have something else growing, and I'm not sure what it is. It could be a watermelon, a pumpkin, a gourd. I'm not really sure because my wild garden just has all the plants that vine. So there's pumpkins, there's gourds, cantaloupe, honeydew melon, watermelon, anything that vines is out there. So it's just it's just crazy mess. But if any of you guys have a community tab, if you'll share this live out for me, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
But if any of you guys have questions about the Fall Fest 22 giveaway, if you heard about that from anybody, I can answer those questions now. And Jean had a very good question earlier. If any of you guys go on Tuber Chat, so tell them what your question was.
Yeah, it was. Being out on Tuber Chat, I've seen people say, "Hey, I visited your site and left you a gift." And when I first saw that, I'm searching my email, I'm searching everything. I'm thinking either it's monetary or something else, and I can't find it. So I don't know what that sort of means. So if you could let us know.
And I told them that meant they visited your channel and they hit the buttons and the notifications and all that, and they're now friends with your channel. So I told them I don't use the S words. I don't use the S words. I don't even use the word new on comments because I'm just, I've been told not to, and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. It's going to mess it up. But I haven't, like anybody I've made friends with, I'm still friends with them. I go back, I'm still, and I did start using my community tab. So anytime.
Yeah, that's good.
Hello, Simply Jan Homestead. Anytime I watch one of your videos, I go and I may watch a 3-minute video, but I may put a 20-minute video on my watch later list that'll run while I'm sleeping. So, and I had just Jason Keto going last night. And, but actually I just took a bunch of his lives and made a playlist, and I just put Jason on it, and I just let it run. And then this morning I just removed all the ones that had ran. And then tonight I'll add a few more and let it run again. So I'm going to keep running his So
yeah, I've got to.
That's okay, but I don't have anybody else's list to run right now. So, Jason, you're on deck again. Hello, Jessica's Dumpster Girls. I pimp you out. Okay, so you cheer me on your community tab. I'm guessing I pimp you out. Well, you got to let me know if you're going to pimp me out, Jessica. Okay, okay. You have to let me know these things. I got to be ready. No.
Yeah, and I know the weather here in Virginia's gotten cooler today. Actually, being 80 degrees is nothing compared to what it was like yesterday at 103. Has it gotten cooler for you, or have you seen a little reduction?
Not yet. No, it hasn't yet. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up real quick since you mentioned it and see what mine is right now. Yeah. I'll keep going with yours, Jason. I don't watch as many videos on the weekends, so I use my watch later list that I make up, and I use those. So, yeah. And then back on Monday when I'm doing my chores, I'll watch a video, put one in the watch later list. Then at night I have a watch later list, but that's usually like Monday.
Yeah.
Oh, it won't let me. Okay, here we go. The weather in Texas.
I've come up on my, I think. I want to say it's either July or August with the 1 year or the year anniversary. So
your 1 year anniversary is coming up.
Not 1 year, but I've been out here 3 years, so it's like the the hours resets, or not resets, but it starts fluctuating because you got to have that average.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be. Yep. Yeah. I think it's okay though because you're just now starting your lives, so I think I've pretty much watched. Like anytime I went and watched one of your videos, I put one of your longer ones from before in the playlist. Yeah. A lot of that older content you have, it may not all have comments on it, but it's been in the watch later list. And then your 1 minute videos, I can just go through those really fast. But.
Yeah, and I've done with Rita's Roost, I've done live panels with them, and that's out there now. So yeah, it's gonna get better. I
haven't done any of those where you go up on somebody else's live, but you're all getting watch hours. I haven't ever done one of those.
Yeah, and I've done that a couple times. I had one that I went up on, and oh gosh, it was such a good live, almost 2 hours, and then that. Now I was a guest on the panel, so I was streaming to my channel, which I had no control over how to stop it. And somebody jumped in, a troll jumped in and started throwing out obscenities, and I could not stop it. And I had to delete. I couldn't, update it or take out that. So I had to delete it. So it was 2 hours down the drain. So,
oh no.
Yeah,
I didn't think about that. Thank you, Jan, for sharing this out.
So it's unfortunate because I had good 2 hours of conversation and things like that, but I was a guest on it, and they tell you that if like I've streamed down to my channel, but if I'm not the host, I have no control over it. So even if I leave, it'll still stream to my channel. So I don't know what's going on after that.
There's no way to get out or stop it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you got to be careful when you stream down to your channel.
So there's the drawback, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much once a week unless I have an agenda, like something I want to say, or sometimes you get those days you're just like bored or whatever, and you're lonely or whatever word you want to call it, anxious or excited, and you just want to. One of my friends is having trouble with a reoccurring troll. So really? Today I set this live up to be 20 minutes subscribed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Okay.
So because that person kind of likes to troll the family as well. And so I was like, well, maybe I better just. So I changed it from 5 minutes to 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, I don't blame you. I've set up moderators for who comes into my live stream. So I went ahead and did that ahead of time, just so I know that people I trust, when they come into the live, they can watch my chat. just to make sure I don't have any troubles or anything like that.
Yeah, that's why I like to keep my phone next to me. That way, if I want to make any new moderators, I can do that.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, let's see. I'm just going to double check to make sure I have some moderators in here right now, just in case anything else were to happen like that. Because that person could still come in and they could be waiting out the 20 minutes. You never know. You never know.
No, you don't. And I've added, people to my block list that I see that troll other channels. I don't want them coming over to mine, so I've already added them to the list.
That's a good idea. Be progressive, I guess.
I've actually, I saw today, I was in a live stream. Oh, no, I was watching a premiere with a channel that I subscribe to, and also I'm a member. And I saw a troll come in there, and they were actually attacking Tuber Chat. So I'm like, no, that's an automatic block on my list. So I added them to my list.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, actually, I had someone email me saying things about Tuber Chat, and I basically screenshotted it and sent the copies of everything to Kevin on Instagram to tell him what was happening, because I was like, well, there was somebody out there trying to badmouth them, and I wasn't going for it. So.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because I mean, Kevin, no, there's nothing wrong with him, and somebody wants to badmouth him, I'm going to let him know.
He's smart. I've learned so much stuff from him. I mean,
oh gosh, yeah,
a lot of times it's it has to do with envy. The person doesn't feel good about themselves. They feel very insecure, so they try to put other people down. And so, yeah, I just tell him. Yeah,
I've met so many good content creators from Tuber Chat and also from Nora the Stock Explorer. They're not going to badmouth them. I'm going to let them know.
Yeah,
they're automatically, if they badmouth them, they're automatically going on my no list.
Yeah, one time Jan had a friend in her chat that was saying mean things, and so after her live that day, I called her and I was like, so and so was saying this and this and this, and she's like, oh, that's a friend of mine. That's just how they talk. I was like, oh, okay. Sometimes I can't differentiate. Like, if I don't know you, I don't know if you're kidding. So to me, that what they said was rude, and I was mad. But she's like, no, it's a friend, and that's just how they are. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. Because I wasn't going to let somebody talk to you like that. I was mad. I was like, what in the world? I don't remember who it was now.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'm watching the comments here. Yeah, I've seen some others, people that I've subscribed to when they've gone live, and it's almost like people wait for somebody to go live to troll them, and I don't get it. I don't know why they do it. I guess they're bored. Who knows? But
yeah, I don't understand. Hello, Vase Place. Yeah. How are you? Welcome in, Verna with Vase Place. Hello, Cindy with Lulu's Treasure Trove. If any of you guys have a community tab, if you would share, that'd be awesome. Gail is a fierce defender. Yes, I am. Yes. I am. I'm a good person to have in your corner. I wanted to ask her first, because I was like, if I make a moderator mistake, I don't want the person whose channel who I'm trying to protect to be upset at me, but I am overprotective, so I asked her after. I was like, okay, well, I need to know, and she's like, no, it's okay, they're just a friend, that's how they are. So I was like, okay. While I get supper ready, yes, I know I do that a lot. I cook and I do chores. I even take the phone out with me when I go feed the chickens in the morning.
And you know what? I've got a dish that I'm going to go ahead and do a video on cooking. So I've got a breakfast casserole that I've put together, and
that's good.
I've done it the second time, and I'm ready to go ahead and make a video. So I'll make a video next time when I do it, because I'm going to spice it up a little bit. It's like a casserole with hash browns, some, sausage, cheese, and things like that. So, and I know you mentioned cooking videos. I should do a little bit more of that. So,
yeah. In the fall and winter, when the gardening season starts wrapping up, that's when I do more like cooking and stuff. But I did find one more thing that I'm going to do for content this fall and winter. I'm going to start making soap. Now I'm in the process of trying to get my supplies together. And I have a friend that I want to talk to make sure I have everything that I need. But she's kind of like busy. She works and does YouTube. So I'm going to have to get with her on that. But anyway, I've gotten, so far I've gotten my lye. I got some mica powder, which is to color it. And I've bought some essential oils. Hello, our treasured home. How are you?
That'll be interesting to watch, actually. Yeah. That'll be pretty good.
And I know I'm supposed to have a mask, eye protective gear, and gloves.
Oh, wow.
I should have all that stuff too, because I don't want to be teaching anybody any bad habits.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'm going to take the first time or wait till maybe the second time. I'm not sure. I'm not decided on that. But if I do, I'm going to have everything kind of laid out and maybe have hubby there just to make sure, like, just in case, Yeah. Like when you're doing pressure canning, I just want somebody to be there just in case I do something really stupid. But supposedly on lye, you're going to feel it. You're going to know if it's touching you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's according to the videos I've watched so far. I'm just now starting to like research and stuff about it. And I do know I would like to try goat's milk, though I don't know anybody with goats. So I would have to work on getting And I did harvest some lemon balm yesterday, and I dehydrated it, and but I dehydrated on low, so it would still have, quite a bit of that smell. And I'm gonna look into it, but you're supposed to make it into powder and then put it in there.
Yeah, I didn't know you had to wear gloves.
Lemon balm, and I'm going to try to do lemon balm and some other essential oils and stuff. But,
oh wow, yeah, because I didn't know you had to wear hand protection and eye protection for that. Wow.
Yeah.
Is that because the lye or okay?
Yeah, lye is pretty.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, once I get some of my supplies together, I thought I'd make a video and kind of show people what I got. And I know you have to have your anything you use for it, your bowls, a pan, spoons, whatever you use for it has to be dedicated to just that. You can't.
Oh really? Oh, you can't.
Then you can't then use it on your own food again afterward. It's got to be dedicated to that.
Oh, okay.
So that's what
I didn't know that either. Yeah.
So I'll have cooking, and then I'll have my soap making journey that I'll be on. So I'm going to try lemon balm, and I'm going to order some cucumber melon because I did a poll on my channel, and that seems to be a popular scent with the ladies. So I thought I'd check that out. And I'm going to try to find some of those scents maybe that even men like possibly.
Yeah, I'm going to say we had to wrap in the men too. So yeah.
Yeah. I have to look into it. Something rustic but still smells good. Like I don't know, maybe something that smells like the forest or something. I don't know.
My kids gave me some soap this year, and I got to try that out. But I don't know what it's going to smell like.
Yeah, I really do want to try the goat's milk. For some reason, that sounds like it'd be really neat. And I want to try something with coconut oil. Coconut oil is like grease, like Crisco grease to me. But I use it for cooking. But there's some recipes that call for, they got like olive oil, avocado oil, and coconut oil. I'm like, that's a lot of different oils there. Hello, JNS Adventures. How are you? So yeah, that'll be fun. Just gathering supplies together, and then I'll just. I would like to show the first video, but I just wonder if is it going to make me more nervous to be videoing it.
Yeah.
Dealing with the lye and stuff. But I think if you have everything kind of laid out, measured out.
Yeah, that's what I want to do with my cooking videos. I want to have everything chopped up and ready so I can, you know.
Yeah.
Now, I guess I could make it longer if you want to watch me chop all that stuff up, and because I've seen
sometimes what I'll do is stop it. I'll stop the camera, and I'll make the chopping part by itself.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Pieces together, and then what I'll do is I'll speed it up on 3 or 5 and make myself like I'm doing this, and then put it to music.
Yeah.
And that makes it kind of entertaining.
Yeah. You know, that's not a bad idea, because I need to incorporate music with my videos. And I need to, well, you know, I've got Camtasia on my laptop, and I need to make use of that. Now, I did upload a Premiere to YouTube for my last video. That was the first time I did that. But yeah, I paid for that software. I might as well use it. But you know, you can add YouTube music in there or anything else. So
yeah,
I need to do that. But you know, it's like it's baby steps. I'm getting there. So
yeah. Music does help some videos.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And I just got a new phone, so I'm going to try to work on like a new little intro kind of thing. That's kind of something I want to work on. Just kind of showing a little bit of the different stuff that I do. And what I do notice is that I haven't changed my about page, because the one thing I haven't added to my about page that I need to add is that I'm now doing a homeless ministry. I think I need to add that on my about page.
That would be pretty good.
And actually, sometimes I'll go in my comment section, I'll see people's names I don't know. So I went to one of them. Come to find out, that man was homeless, and he's following my page because he looked something up, and I popped up, right?
Oh, wow.
I popped up somewhere in his feed. So I followed this person, and they're like, it's a man, and he has a dog, and they're in like somewhere cold, like Maine or New Hampshire or something, but they're traveling on the tracks.
Yeah.
You know, he has like a sleeping bag and a tent and his dog. And, you know, the dog's trying to eat tuna, and he's telling him, no, tuna's not good for you or whatever. It was just cute. I was like, oh,
yeah.
Things like that make me cry because of, you know, what happened with my sister. So,
yeah.
Did you hear the story about that, Gene?
No, no.
My sister passed away in October.
Oh, I'm sorry.
When she left here, her and I had a fight, and that was the last time I saw her. And I hadn't seen her probably a couple years before she passed away. Well, we found out that she had been homeless in Colorado. So Mom and I, we started a homeless ministry on Christmas Eve of 2022. And we started handing out like non-perishable food and toiletries and stuff like that. So, of course, when I saw that video the other day, I just happened to go back to watch his video, which is what I do very commonly.
Yeah.
I found out he was homeless. I sat there and was watching a bunch of videos. My husband comes in, and I'm practically crying. He's like, oh, my gosh, what's wrong with her?
Yeah.
But stuff like that just gets to me now. So
yeah, well, that's good. I mean,
yeah, I don't know why he insisted that. Maybe he has food that's specific for the dog. I wasn't real sure either, because I was thinking even as meat, wouldn't meat be good for dogs? But I don't know. Who knows?
You said there was like tuna. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I thought about doing intros for my videos, but then I don't know. It seems like it's got like 50-50. Some people say they don't do it. Some people say, yeah, they do it. So I don't know.
It needs to be like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And I thought what I would do is
I was losing people at the 15-20 second mark, and I'm like, no, I think I need to cut those out.
Yeah, I think 15, like 5. I'm sorry, 5. I think 5 seconds. Yeah. And I think what I was thinking of doing is like showing the channel name, and then showing some pictures and showing one of each different thing that I do. You know, one cooking, one gardening, something about the homeless ministry, maybe something about crafting or traveling, you know, stuff like, because I'm just, I tried separating the channel and doing different, it's just so hard. I just want to keep, if whatever it is I do, it's going to be right here, because I can't be spreading myself thin like that. I just can't do it. Whatever I do, it's going to be right here.
Yeah.
If I go crazy and decide to do something else tomorrow, you're going to see it right here. I'm not going anywhere else to do it.
Well, that's what I've got some ideas for my channel, and I'm going to try it out maybe in the next couple of weeks to do that. And some people I know that have 4 or 5 channels. And I'm like, how do you do it? I can't even keep up with one. I'm trying to keep up with this one, and it's hard. So
I have one monetized channel, and I was just afraid that I was pulling my focus off of the one thing, and maybe I could have done better a little bit with YouTube if I had focused on one thing. So I decided this year I'm going to focus on this one thing. So whatever it is I do it here. If I decide I want to make a wreath tomorrow, I'm not going to make a separate channel. I'm going to make it right here on Hill Southern Living.
I mean, it's always, because when I went on vacation and came back, or, during vacation, I'm like looking at my channel going, okay, all right, so this is working. This other thing isn't working. Let me see what I can do to improvise or make something new. I want to try some new stuff, maybe to get get people entertained, or at least to say, hey, I'm going to try to adapt and try something new. So, yeah, I use iMovie on mine.
iMovie, yeah. I've been using Video Guru for 2 years. So I just do that. Hello, Alfonso. Welcome in.
Hey, Alfonso. Hey. Yeah, and Simply Jan, I use the on my iPhone, I use iMovie to do that, but I've also used Camtasia on my laptop. But mainly, I would say the majority of my videos are iMovie I put together.
Yeah. I use a Video Guru on my Android phone.
And actually, in fact,
easy
my wife had mentioned today, because I'm running out of space on my iPhone, she's like, well, why don't you go live? And I'm like, actually, that's not bad, because I don't use my phone. I just upload it to YouTube right there. So I'm not running out of space. So that's another thing, is I'm working on a video.
I just got a new phone, so I have new space, new memory. I don't have to worry for a little while. How everybody takes their little SIM card when they get a new phone?
Yeah.
They put all their old stuff on there. I don't do that. I'm very weird. I'm very strange.
Yeah.
I like to start my phone off with fresh memory that's not filled up. I'm very weird. I put back my contacts. And sometimes, you're not as close with people, and you leave them off. You know what I mean? You're not talking to them anymore, and you just take things off your phone. You redo your phone. Hello, Tuber Chat. We were just talking about that.
Yeah, we were talking. Yeah,
we had conversation about you earlier. All good, of course.
All good. Yes, all good.
Jean was asking me. Jean was asking me what it means when somebody says they left a gift in your comment section. So I had to explain that. Last week, I didn't get to tell Tuber Chat this, but since you're in here, I can tell you.
No.
So this lady, I came back over to tell her I left a gift on her front porch. She's like, I think the lady was freaking out, thinking I was like some kind of crazy stalker. I'm like, no. I visited you. Anyway, so yeah, I guess that's confusing to people. But if you go to Tuber Chat and you've never been there before, you need to read the description box, because it explains certain things in the description box. So, and that's what, if somebody says they left you a gift on your front porch or threw some yarn in your window, that means they
in the window.
hit the buttons, they turned on the bell. They're friends with you now. They watched a video. And but I still cringe when people say new sub on my comment section. What are you doing? Everybody knows you can't do that.
That's a no word, because I've been other places like James Gipe, and I mentioned connected with, and he's like, nah, you can't even say connected. Don't even say that. And I'm like, okay.
I say nice to meet you is what I say. Nice to meet you. That's all I say, because that means I have not met you yet.
Yeah. Or somebody will say done. They'll say done and something like that. So,
yeah, I've seen people say other funny things.
Yarn in the window
right now, but But yeah, I have seen the people in the gardening community say they threw some yarn in your window. And then the people in the fishing hunting community, they say hook set.
Hook set.
Hook set. Something about hook set. And that's supposed to be some kind of code word. Thank you, Jan. Jan just super chatted me. Thank you, Jan. That's so sweet. Anyway, that was sweet of you.
You know, actually, I've got a question for you.
What's that?
If you don't mind answering that, now that you have super chats, so YouTube I think YouTube takes a percentage of that. Now, do you have to pay taxes on that super chat, or do you? Well, or is it YouTube takes it out directly?
I haven't made enough money in a year from YouTube for that to be a problem.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know how they did that.
Channels probably. I'm averaging about every other month of getting paid, but it adds your memberships and your super chats and all that stuff. It adds it together, and once you get over $100 threshold,
$100, yeah, I know that
will pay you. So you may get 100, you may get 130. It's just whatever you got for that month.
Yeah, I didn't know how they did the taxes, or if you have to pay taxes.
I don't know the specific numbers as far as percentages. I know most of everything I get is from. Thank you, Jan.
Oh wow, Jan, thank you. Yeah,
Jan's throwing some more money at me. Thank you, Jan. Very sweet. Maybe I'll get paid this year. Woo-hoo.
Hey, there you go.
I know, it's so funny. All this work that we do, but this basically YouTube is my job. I can't work anymore because I had an injury. So I basically work at home, and I just show people my gardening and cooking and whatever else I'm doing.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing too. So
that.
That's what I'm doing too. That's my full-time thing. That's what I'm out here doing, that, supporting people, supporting others, making videos. So yeah, that's what I love. I want to, I'm at the age now where I've done all the jobs I want to do, and this is something new. And that's what I'm having fun. And that's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm meeting good people. I'm having fun. And that's what I think, a lot of people should do a job. They shouldn't be miserable at something they're working at. They should love it. And
yeah, I think once you hit a certain place, they will tax you on it. But whatever the number is that they tax you on, I haven't hit that yet. No, maybe I will next year. But
I didn't know whether, if somebody says, okay, a super chat is like a donation, and can they tax that? I didn't know. I mean, I guess
as far as I know, your membership money and your super chats go together.
Oh, okay.
So the more super chats you get, the sooner it'll be before you get paid.
Oh, okay.
Now there might be some people out there getting paid monthly, and I bet Mr. Tuber Chat here is, but
well, I'm sure he's up there. Yeah,
To be realistic though, probably more people are getting paid every other month or every couple of months. They may get paid a month and skip a couple and get paid again. Yeah. I don't mind asking any questions if I know the answer about monetization.
I was just curious, and thank you. Yeah,
we're very sensitive. I'm like, no.
Oh no, I thank you very much. I'm just
you have to treat Google YouTube income just like other income. Yes.
Yeah, that's like what is it, a 1099 form or something like that, or?
Yeah, my hubby did all that for me. He actually opened up an account for me, so I have a debit card, and it actually has Gail Southern Living on it. And
really? Oh, wow.
And so it goes straight into that account when I get paid, and I'll just spend it off of that from my debit card. So mine's direct deposit.
Yeah, well, that would seem that would set that up too. Yeah.
So
because eventually I'll get there. I was just having things that start ahead of time saying, oh, what are you gonna have to do here or there and everything else. So
yeah, my husband's really been handling most of it for me, but I haven't had to pay taxes on it enough because I haven't got paid enough yet.
Yeah.
With you. Hasn't become an issue yet. I my receipts for a whole year. Let me tell you, when you go to looking at, gift cards you've bought, mailing that you've done, and all this stuff, you're not really making too much.
Yeah.
And almost every time I get paid from YouTube, I mail something out from my YouTube pay, or I buy a gift card for some kind of giveaway or something that's coming up. So I use a portion of each. No, I'm not going to say I use 100% of my check. I'm saying I might buy a $25 gift card or mail 2 or 3 things, because I always have stuff to mail. There's literally always something in my house that needs to be mailed. Hello, Ira Okie Homestead.
And I still need to plant those seeds you sent me that one time. I still need to do that.
Yeah. It came kind of late, so I figured you and the other person that received seeds would probably.
Yeah, I'm going to put it out on the deck because the afternoon sun comes in, so I can.
Did you get the hyacinth seeds? Did you get the hyacinth?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can plant those in a pot, a pretty good sized pot, and just have it grow up on your trellis.
Yeah, and we do have a railing on there, so we can probably go right on up that.
Yeah, it needs a little something to climb on.
Okay, we've got that. There's a railing on.
How would it affect your SSI? Probably the first year you get monetized, it probably wouldn't affect your Social Security much. It would be almost your 3rd year before it really almost even really affect anything. To be honest with you, Alfonso. Oh, yeah. Well, hubby, I saved receipts for a whole year, and then it came down to that time, and then he didn't use them. So, what? Why did you ask me to save them? I had an envelope. I saved them for a year. Every post office receipt, every gift card, everything I bought, I saved it all, but he didn't.
Yeah, that's what I need to. Maybe I need to do now is set up a post office box, because I'm getting people to mail me
peppers and listening.
Mail me stuff.
Yeah.
Because I got my first sticker, and that's from the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch, so I got that one.
Awesome!
I won a prize on that one, and I think Missy's channel. And I can't remember the channel name for her.
I would like to get that out of my next YouTube check. I would like to order some stickers.
Gosh, I did some research. Some of the sticker places, well, obviously the more you order, the less you don't have to pay that much, but they're kind of pricey, it looks like.
Hello, Rita's Roost. I don't see her in the chat, but I see people saying hi to her. I don't see her name on here, but I see them saying hi to her. Don't know. I have an accountant that figures that out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. His name is Taz. He figures all this stuff out for me.
Hey, and as always, you can fall back to something else I thought about my channel too. We do scratch tickets.
Scratch tickets, yes. Yeah, there's a lot of channels in the Tuber Chat community.
I know. I saw Nora today doing some scratch tickets, and then
I know. I didn't know
he was doing them too.
How much would you save on postage? Oh, you're probably saving a lot of money on postage. Yeah. Just to mail out one set of stitch markers, which means it costs $6.50.
Oh wow! Yeah.
Last time I mailed them, the postage had went down just a little bit, and it only cost $5.10. However, those stitch markers came back wrong address, and I'm going to have to mail them over again.
Oh, so you have to. Oh. So so now that you have to pay another $6 to.
I know. I can't believe it. I'm gonna have. And because she's not a channel, she's an individual. I don't really know how to get a hold of her to tell her, hey, I gotta put you back in the rotation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Miss Gail here, she's not rich, so you go back in the basket and you will get.
I'm not either. I gotta pick up a part-time job if I start mailing stuff out.
Yeah, that's why for Fall Fest I'm gonna do a gift card, because I can just put that in an envelope with a stamp and mail it for just. I think it's really going to come out cheaper that way.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. Hello, Scratch and Pete, PA.
Yeah, Scratch and Pete.
How are you? What's up? Welcome in Katie's Kitchen. So I have 35 people that joined into Fall Fest 2023 giveaways so far. So that's pretty cool. Hello, Dawn Ray B.
Hey, Dawn.
Maybe Tuber Chat shared me out, because there's a lot of Tuber Chat people in here all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Kevin, Tuber Chat, awesome. Yeah, I'm a Tuber Chat fan myself. I go in there and listen and learn from stuff that he's talking about.
Yeah, and I was out. I was out for a couple of broadcasts and came back to the other. I think, was it last night? Yeah, I think it was last night. Oh no, yesterday. I'm sorry.
I never know when his lives are. I just accidentally catch them. I don't know about his scheduling. Sometimes I go in and I'll just make friends to do playlists with. If I don't have time, like the other day I went in, I was cooking. I said I would say hi. I'd do a little bit of work, and I'd say hi to somebody else, do a little bit of work, and I was listening to him the whole time. And then I caught up with Jason Keto, and I said I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know if he came back to say he agreed, but I said if I start showing up on all his videos making comments, he'll eventually get the point. So. And an hour or two later, he started commenting back. I was like, okay, he's got it now. So,
yeah, Tuber Chat's where to go.
Yeah, it's really
can't thank him enough.
It definitely helps. Definitely helps. Thank you, my wild home, for putting up that link. I just made her a moderator today. So, I guess it could be the man, not the woman, but. You just don't know. It could be either. I need to go over there and watch some of their videos. I'm a little behind on the adventure right now. I know they were building a cabin. That's a pretty neat. They bought an island and they're building on it, and it's like a kind of an untouched island. Well, I think people had lived on it like a long time ago, but all those cabins are kind of falling down, and they had to start over.
Oh, really? Wow.
I can imagine the kind of animals that are out there. Probably be some good hunting.
Yeah, that's like with Michael's Adventures, tuning into his live stream sometimes when he's got the night with the camera out there and you can watch animals come up and feed and eat. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, he was always teasing me. I wasn't, let's just say a couple of years ago, I wasn't a huge fan of raccoons, because I had one go in there and kill about 4 of my chickens. So.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
He'd come in and put his little raccoon face, and I'd be like, raccoons.
Yeah.
Raccoons.
That's interesting, because I watch another channel I subscribe to, and they had raccoons get into their chickens and just wreaked havoc in there. So
yeah, there have been some people stealing gift cards. They say like the graduation time of year is like a high time for people to steal gift cards. But I still do it. But I usually keep my receipts, and I have the numbers and all that.
Because you have that, I was about to say you have the receipt on that. So
yeah, I do. So that's good. But yeah, if so happens we end up with a Canada winner, I'm probably going to do a digital gift card. But I do like the physical gift cards. That way, they open up the envelope and they do a friend mail and whatever. I like doing physical gift cards for that reason.
Yeah, I did. I got I think it was on Mona's channel. Mona, her channel.
Mona did what?
Yeah, she sent me a digital coupon for Starbucks. I don't know how she did that, but that's actually, you don't have to mail that. She'd actually emailed me a digital coupon for that.
I haven't heard of one for Starbucks before.
Yeah, no, it was like it was a $5 off a coffee.
Melody, yes, I did say see Jan call you Melody earlier.
Now, how long would it take you to make that soap if you were to do that? How long does that process? Have you looked into that, or how long would it take to actually make a bar of soap?
I think one of the videos I think said something about 30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
The process, but I think the setting the soap, I think maybe she said something about covering it for 24 hours. That was the last video I watched, which was yesterday, I think. I think she said 30 minutes on the process. Be sure to set 30 minutes for the process. And then at the end, she covered it with a dishcloth and let it set for 24 hours to set up before she cut it.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
But I'm guessing different types of soap are different. And I have to learn all these words because they're talking about lye soap and cold water process. I'm very confused. I really want a book. I think a book would be helpful.
Yeah.
For that.
All right, so I got something for you.
Okay.
When does a boat show affection? When it hugs the shore.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Here come the jokes. Here come.
I had to throw one in there.
Yeah, I know. Where are the jokes? Hello, Kathleen. Literature and more with Kathleen. How are you?
I had some subscribers ask me for a little bit more adult jokes, and so I'm like, okay, I can probably swing those in. I just got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some people. People were like,
last time you were on here, I was talking to you about getting some longer content so you can help get your watch hours built up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm trying to work on. It's but I got to go with what's working, and that's the joke of the day, which I like spreading humor. I like to laugh, and I want to do that. So I had a subscriber.
Seems to be a lost art. Who knew jokes would ever be a lost art? But seriously, people don't tell jokes anymore.
There's so much negativity out here. I want to
try. Oh, I know. And people teenagers who don't talk to each other.
Oh gosh, yeah, they can't.
They're like boyfriend and girlfriend, but they're sitting right next to each other.
They know more to do on this thing than to actually talk. Yeah, so that's why I was trying to tell my children, you're going to have to go face to face with somebody. You're going to have to learn how to talk to somebody than over typing something out on a phone. So I want to get used to that. So
that's got to make interviews very difficult when people aren't good at communicating.
What made you decide to start my channel? Jan, I wanted to get out there and bring some humor and some other things to everybody. I've been working with information technology for 20 years. I've been on the phone. I've been doing phone work, talking to people. I had a delivery route, which I was setting up computers. I like to talk to people. So I wanted to try to bring something different to my YouTube channel. And I rolled with that. So now the yellow shirt comes from my kids gave me a shirt years and years ago that was yellow. It's a yellow shirt. It's one of the ones I originally wear. And I've had it for, I'd say 15 years. It still fits me. And when I decided to have a name for my channel, I went yellowshirtdad.
It's unique.
It is unique. So I wanted to do that. So, and because they're always telling me, oh gosh, Dad, you still have that yellow shirt. I'm like, you darn right I do, right here.
Now I bought more yellow shirts because I got a whole channel. I got to wear a yellow shirt. Matter of fact, when I set up my Teespring store, I put a yellow shirt on there. I'm like, I need to get one of these shirts and send it to Gene so he'll have another yellow shirt.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to do, something different. Cause like I'm at the age now where I want to do something fun. I've been working all different jobs all through my career. And this time, I've been working a lot with customers. I like to talk with people. So I wanted to get a channel out there that does that. And so far it's been pretty good.
Yeah. I like communicating. Yeah. I like talking.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Probably wouldn't be if I had 10 people standing in front of me. I might not be quite as. If you ask somebody who knows me a little better than just on YouTube, like Jan, she would probably go to say I was funny, but that may not always come across because I get shy or whatever. But actually, if I'm comfortable with you, I'm going to probably be cracking jokes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Once I get
to know, I've actually sang to Jan on Marco Polo before. One time I even sang on accident. I was like, I Marco Polo'd her and I put the phone down and I was singing to myself because I do that. I like music. And she's like, she comes back, oh, your singing voice is pretty. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I think a couple of times I sang things to her on purpose, but yeah.
Singing, wow, yeah. I did that in college. I've sang in concert choir. I've sang church choir. I've sang solos. I was in a music fraternity. Well, still in a fraternity there for singing. So I enjoy doing that. So
I've been up in front of the church singing before. I sang with my younger sister and with my older sister. And I was in choir in junior high and high school. And I never did play an instrument. I just had my voice as my instrument. And I actually have a karaoke machine.
Oh, wow.
And some Friday and Saturday nights, I pull it up and I just sing. Like Free Henley Maid is my sister-in-law. She came, and when she was here, I just pulled it out. I knew it wasn't her thing. I did not beg her to do it or anything. I just cut it out and I started singing. And then my husband went in there and sang one. And I just sing.
You know what? I did my first karaoke on a cruise ship because I figured nobody will see me again. And it didn't matter. We were having drinks and it didn't matter what happened.
Yeah.
If you want to do karaoke, try it on a cruise ship with everybody watching because you'll never see them again. It doesn't matter if you make yourself a fool or not. It's still going to be fun. And people actually recognize me the day later saying you were up there and that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was.
Yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I'll have to try that. We have actually talked about going on a cruise ship. I think it would be really fun to go on a cruise ship. I think that would be fun.
Gosh.
We did have it scheduled when the sickness thing started happening. We had one. We were saving. We were going to schedule it. And all that started happening. We were worried we were going to have to wear one the whole time. And I have a little bit of asthma, so I don't do too good with wearing it very long. I can't breathe. So I can just kind of go out, wear it real quick and get in the car, take it off. I have to be able to breathe.
Yeah.
I have a little bit of asthma.
Yeah, I was nervous with the big cruise lines like NCL. I took an Alaskan cruise and there were thousands of people.
Hi, Don Rigby. Thank you for coming.
And that was kind of made me nervous a little bit, but I love cruises. Gosh, it's all you can eat.
We did decide what we did instead was we went to see my sister-in-law in Montana, and we went to see her during that time. And I think there was one mansion we went to where we had to wear it. And by the end of it, I told everybody, I was like, I'm going to go outside and get some air. And everybody followed me. So I think they were having trouble breathing too. And I think the place didn't, I feel like the place didn't really have any air conditioning. It was stuffy in there anyway. And then to have that thing on me, I was like, I said, you guys take your time. I'm just going to go out and get some air. And then they all followed me. So I think they were having trouble too. But pretty much everything else we did, I don't think we got bothered with anything.
Yeah.
But we did a lot of stuff at home because where they lived was like practically a ski lodge looking. I mean, it looked like like you're going to go and stay in this really cool inn in Montana, like bed and breakfast. It was like that. I mean, there was like taxidermied bear and deer and elk and all kinds of things all over the walls in the living room and in the guest room where we were staying.
Yeah.
So it was a really cool place. We had fun.
Yeah.
And she just got through visiting us, and now we got to go back over there and visit her again. And she, Free Handling Maid, I don't know if you've come across her on YouTube or not, but she used to live in Florida.
Oh, really? Okay.
From Florida to Montana. Imagine the difference of those two.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
That's always like, I like to be around people. I don't know if I could. Not saying Montana's nothing's out there, but I'd have to be near a city or something, because I'd like to be with people and things like that. So, but I mean, I hear Montana's great. It's almost like Montana, Wyoming.
It was on my list. It was somewhere I always wanted to go.
Yeah.
I still have on my list to see the really huge trees in California. I think it's central or northern California where the trees are.
Yeah, that's the sequoias
trees.
Is that the sequoia trees? I don't know what they're.
I think so.
Have to look it up. Yeah, I
haven't done any research because it didn't seem like we could financially do it yet. So I haven't done but someday it's going to happen. But I did finally get to scratch off Tennessee. We did that.
Yeah, I did Tennessee.
Summer, so that was fun. And then next year, I think we're going to go to the beaches of Texas, and we're going to hang out.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I have
Freeport, Galveston, Conroe.
Galveston. Yeah, that's where I want to go. Yeah, that's where I want to go. I have Galveston on there. Maybe what is it, San Antonio? But the main thing for next year, the number one is going to go to the Grand Canyon.
Grand Canyon. Yeah, we've done that.
Maybe San Diego after that,
or maybe 4 years ago we did the Grand Canyon. Hello, Maritz's Yarn and Crafts. How are you? Yeah, we enjoyed the Grand Canyon. And then we went to visit his great grandma. Is that right? No, I guess it'd just be his grandma. His grandma over in. She was over near Phoenix, but not Phoenix, but Mesa area. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. I remember following a creator that I follow that drives a truck around the United States, and when I saw him come into Wyoming, and I'm like, wow, that's your office, and just the beautiful picture of what you could see while driving. I'm like, wow, that's a job right there. That looks.
There's some of those places I would not want to be driving one of those big trucks, though.
Yeah.
That would make me very, very nervous.
Yeah. Oh, there's been some places where he's gone into them like, no, I can't back this truck up in here. There's no way. There's a talent to that, so no, I can't do that.
Like when you're going out, there's one place in Arizona called Tortilla Flat, where you're going up the side of a mountain, and it's real narrow, kind of, and you're like really nervous anytime a car is passing each other. It's like they're practically touching each other. I mean, I almost need a sedative going through that. And also, when we went back to Colorado, when my sister, when we were traveling back to make arrangements, my sister was on a machine, and we were traveling back to make the arrangements for her because she was practically already brain dead. So we pretty much knew we were, going to have to sign papers and stuff like that. So we went back to do that, and my brother was doing the driving. I'm like, I'm so glad you're here doing the driving because there's no way I could do that. And my sister, I love her to pieces, but I would not trust her or my mother. Really, my brother is the only one I would have trusted in that situation. That is just not the situation where, I'm sorry, but that's not the situation where I want a woman driving. It's just not. Guys have nerves to deal. Hello, Free Handling Maid. We were just talking about you a little while ago. Hello, Don Yarndall. Welcome in.
That's like when I did that video on the Gatlinburg pedestrian bridge. they actually have people, because I guess you have to do this. They have people watching the bridge, because I'm on there making a video and these kids get on there and they start doing this back and forth and the bridge starts going sideways to sideways. And then they're on the microphones telling them to stop it. I'm like, golly day. Yeah, you have to. I'm afraid of heights. That thing was already.
I'm afraid of heights too. Yeah. I've been in several situations where I was very nervous. Also in, New Mexico, traveling to New Mexico. I've been in that area too. Hello, Jesse Miller, Unboxings and More. How are you?
Hey, Jesse. But yeah,
hello, Tiffany, Canadian Family Life. Welcome in.
Hey, Tiffany. But yeah, that made me very nervous.
Come on to have somebody to talk to up here, because I hate being up here by myself. I did it last week because I wanted to talk about Fall Fest stuff, but I set up a couple of guests. So if anybody's interested in coming up and promoting their channel or promoting some kind of collab they're doing or something, just let me know and I'll have you up. I have no trouble with somebody coming up to pimp their collab. Even if I don't join in, I could still let you promote it for yourself. You know, I'm all for free enterprise of promoting things. So, and Jan set it up for me to go on Friday night. I was on 3 different panels. I was going on and I was promoting Fall Fest 23 giveaway. And first I went on Freedom Redbird, which is Brenda. And then I went on Big Dreams Tiny Budget, which is Anne Marie. And then I went on Backwoods Misfit, which is Steven. And Jan set that up for me to promote the Fall Fest 23 collab. So that was nice of her. Yeah, I kind of actually started a little bit late on driving. I did not. Everybody seems to start at 16. I did not start at 16. I probably started at about 21, 22. But I was on my own at 17. And you know, I was working, I was single, I didn't have a lot of money, so I basically rode the bus around. And then I moved from Texas to Rhode Island, and then I got like a teacher to teach me, which ended up being a really weird guy, but we won't go into that story. That's a whole other weird story. But anyway, I did learn how to drive. And so my first driving situation was driving from North Kingstown, Rhode Island to East Johnston, Rhode Island.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, that was a challenge, but that's where I learned. And then I moved from Rhode Island to Oklahoma City, and in Oklahoma City, I did drive in some pretty crazy traffic highway situations. However, I do not have nerves of steel like that anymore.
Yeah, I was going to ask you in Oklahoma City there.
I lived there for 5.5 years. I worked at Midland Mortgage Company as a bankruptcy administrator.
Oh, okay.
Did that for 5.5 years. Then I moved back to Abilene, Texas, my hometown, and I pretty much stayed there until moving here to Breckenridge. Yeah, and
well, that's good. Even if you got a late start. I mean, I was driving at 16, but you know, I had enough speeding tickets by the first 6 months.
Yeah, she said she started driving at 15.
Driver's license away.
Financially, I didn't have money for a car, so it didn't really make a lot of sense to learn yet. I mean, Dad used to take us out when we were like 10 or 11 and let us drive in the country or something, but you know.
So I've told my son he's going to have to, well, he's got a job now, but I said, yeah, you're going to be driving now. You got a gas money and everything else. You know, I'll pay for your insurance, but you got to handle your gas. And yeah, he has a job now. I think he's working now. So
what is he? High school, college?
High school. Yeah, he's 16. So
16.
Yeah,
that's cool. I had one that graduated this year, one that graduated last year. So both the girls are out of school now, and one of them is dating and probably like this close to getting married, like probably
wow.
a year or two. Yeah. Well, they met each other like when I very first started moving here. They're actually my stepdaughters. When I very first moved here, they were like 6 and 7 years old, maybe. I'm just guessing. And, and all the way till graduation. And she went to Sunday school with that boy.
Oh, wow.
When she was young, because they were in church and stuff. And so she's known him forever. I mean, for a long time.
Yeah.
We've gone to that church together. So she's known him 10, 12 years already. So, I mean.
Yeah, my daughter just.
She's rushing into it because she's known him forever,
Yeah, my daughter just graduated from high school, and she's been dating that guy she met, and I think they're going to the same college together. And so, yeah, that's been pretty good. So I know they know each other.
Yeah. Yeah, if I had to pick out of all the young men I know in all of Breckenridge, he would probably be in the top 5. He is the church we used to go to. He's the pastor's grandson. And that's not the church we go to now. It's the church we used to go to. But he's a really good kid. He's been here before. Like, we used to have birthday parties for the kids and stuff. So he's been here to the girls' birthday parties. We actually went on trips to Utah together. So, I've seen him on a day-to-day basis. You know how you really know somebody a little bit more. Of course, he was probably a little shyer then. He's probably a little bit more outgoing. But anyway, while Nisi was visiting, we had him over to play cards. And then the next week, Uncle was visiting, so we had him over to play cards again. And one thing I did figure out about my future son-in-law is he likes banana cream pie.
Ooh.
He loves banana cream pie. I have to remember that, like for birthday or Christmas or some kind of occasion that we have. I'm like, and this was a store-bought pie too. So I mean, I could just run over to Walmart and grab one of those pies, and he'll just be happy as a lark. So that's good. I'm collecting information, for later. So.
Yeah, see, Jan says that they'll run you off the road. Yeah, that's like here in Virginia. The road rage is out of control here in Virginia. I only drive in the early morning or late at night.
Thank you for coming in, Dahlia. No, they're not engaged, Nisi. We're just predicting. We're just predicting that. We're just predicting. I mean, there's, she did decide to take a year off to figure things out. And I think some of that has to do with him. I think it has to do with whatever plans they're making. So we'll see. But no, we don't have any official word on that yet.
No word yet?
Word on that yet. We will let you know the second we find out, I promise. No, we're just guessing. She's thinking she missed something. No, you didn't miss anything. We don't know anything yet. We're just...
Like, catch the replay. No, I'm just kidding.
We will let you know. No, we will tell her when we know. As soon as we know. Yeah, I hate driving in big cities. I have to drive to see my sister in like a couple of weeks, and I'm really nervous about it.
I mean, I've driven in Chicago, New York.
She lives near Houston, but I think I'll get to her city before I hit Houston. Or at least I'm going to have hubby route it where it doesn't even touch Houston in any way. Even if it's longer, if I have to take an hour longer to stay out of it, I have no problem with that. Yeah, I would rather be safe. And my mom's going to be in the car, so I want to be safe. I don't care about time. I'm not a guy. I'm not in a hurry. I just want to be there in one piece, and I want my mother to be in one piece. That's all.
If you want the excitement, come on over here to Virginia. I'm telling you, you'll have people racing out here on the interstate. You'll have people cutting people off. I mean, they'll blow the horns. I've sat here and I drive. I don't, you cut me off. Okay. I'm not going to say nothing because I'm not I'm not going to have road rage here. It's really bad. So it's almost like everybody's in a hurry to get somewhere. I can't figure out why.
I'm in a small city, like a little over 5,000 people. So it's a small city. Most of the time, it's just, getting out onto the main street at certain times can still be a little difficult, but I do still drive in my hometown of Abilene, Texas. I do still go back and drive with my mom. But yeah, there are some nice idiots on the road. They're probably sitting at about 120,000 people in Abilene, Texas. And so not always fun driving there, but it's good. It keeps me used to city driving.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting a little lazier being here. But I still don't love that big highway driving stuff.
No, if I have to go downtown, I'll take the bus. It's free here, so I'll take the bus to go downtown. It doesn't cost me a thing.
Bye, Tiffany. 1,000. Oh, you have 1,000 people. Your town is smaller than mine, Jan? I didn't know that. No, we do at least have a decent Walmart here. So.
Oh, do you? Okay. Yeah, we have.
When we very first got here was a really tiny Walmart, and you didn't even have a full set of groceries. But
yeah,
we do, and we have a United and a Walmart.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, do you have a Kroger? Because we have Kroger here, and they've opened up a Kroger Super Center, which is huge. It is. It's like right near me. You can buy anything there. I mean, clothes. I mean, it's almost like a super Walmart.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
Our United is mostly just groceries.
Oh, I was going to
other things. You can buy alcohol and holiday stuff. They always put out the really pretty pumpkins and stuff.
I was going to tell you too. We got a Buc-ee's coming in one county over.
I've heard of Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. I want to go out there and see that. They say the one in Kentucky has 135 gas pumps. It's huge. I can't wait to when they build it here. I got to see what 135 gas pump looks like.
Wow.
But they have one coming out here in New Kent County, which is right next door. And I'm like, wow, I got to see that gas station because I've seen some YouTube reviews on Buc-ee's, and I think the one in the one in Tennessee.
I've had Buc-ee's in my town, but I've been traveling in
Tennessee,
before.
But I got to check it out. I got to go to it. Maybe I'll do a video on it.
Yeah, you should. Whatever you're doing, just make a video on it.
Yeah, I know.
And if you think nobody wants to see it, let me tell you, there's somebody out there that will watch your video.
I'm telling you, I don't know if you saw the one with the moon. I made a short. It was "This tree has been to the moon." Now I'll tell you, I was at King's Dominion and I just pulled out my phone, recorded the sign and up and down, just a 15-second or 20-second video on it, and then it's got over almost 2,000 hits. I mean, it was just something on the spur of the moment. I'm like, I can't figure out YouTube sometimes because I'll do a jellyfish in Tennessee, and I thought that was going to get the hits. No, nothing. I pulled out my phone on that tree, and it got 2,000 hits.
It's funny what people will like and what they won't. It's crazy.
Gosh, I had people comments like, "We've never been to the moon. This tree never landed on the moon." I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean,
yeah. Well, what I tell people about shorts, and I don't always make them, I go through stages, is I think a lot of who's watching these are youngins.
Yeah.
Young people. So kind of think of what maybe they would want to see, I guess. But you never know. I've got some good hits on cats before. I had one cat hugging another one laying down. Then I go to pick on one, and the other one hugs on the other one more, like almost like protecting. And that video hit like 37,000 views. I'm like, what? And then ones of chickens, random chicken things. I mean, most of mine are that have done really well are pet related.
Yeah, I've gotten some ones like the tequila ones. I'm going to do one coming up because I got to go house sit again. Mm-hmm. And that some of those will take off. And then others, like I said, the one I thought the jellyfish, and I have another one to post from the Ripley's Museum, the Ripley's Aquarium. I thought that would take off just from the alone for the, the thumbnail, but it's crazy. You just don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes it picks a stupid thumbnail and you're like, man, I need to just redo this. You picked a stupid thumbnail. Of course they're not going to click on it. Yeah. They should give you 3 choices of what you want your short thumbnail to be. Next time they do one of those surveys, we should all put that. We want 3 choices of thumbnails for our shorts. We should be allowed to promote ourselves the way we want to.
Yeah, you just don't know. And like I said, that one I just, on a spur of the moment, took out my cell phone and recorded and did it and posted it, just thinking, okay, this will probably not do nothing. The next thing you know, I'm looking at the numbers going, holy cow.
Oh, yeah, your numbers should start clicking up. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that's what will happen with the Fall Fest 23 giveaway. So last year, I hit my 2,000 goal with that. So I'm hoping, and I'll put out my goal right now. I'm hoping to get 200 new friends from the collab.
That's good.
That's the realistic goal.
Yeah.
So, and the night before, like that starts Tuesday, Monday, I'm going to write down what my number is before I go to bed. And then we're at the very end, I'll report to you guys what the final number is. So if you're ever thinking about doing the collab, you'll know if you want to go through it or not, if it's considered worth it. So y'all can ask me later. I'll tell y'all on the official grand prize drawing video, I will reveal how many people I have at that point, how many I've gained at that point, because that'll be pretty much the end. So I'm trying to figure out how to do it as a live, because I think it would be fun. I've got to do my Fall Fest video. Yes. Yeah, there's some already.
Yes.
One of them set it up as a premiere, and I tried to tell her, I'm like, ooh, a premiere is making it like a live. So then are you picking people from the live or are you picking people from the video? So I kind of sent her an email. So I'm hoping she'll change that to a regular video. Otherwise, she's going to kind of confuse her people. But it's up to her at this point. I sent her the email. I was like, well, okay, how are you going to pick your people if you've set it up as a premiere? Because they can comment in the premiere and in the video. So anyway, I didn't anticipate anybody doing it as a premiere. So I went back to my original video and changed the words to say your entry video needs to be a video, not a live or a premiere. So that way at least maybe somebody else doesn't do it. But somebody did it as a live last year, and it was a mess. They had to take their video down and repost it.
Yeah, I want to learn.
I'm
going to do a thumbnail for my live video, but I've seen people post thumbnails for a live coming up, and I want to learn how to do that because I picked out the day that I want to do my live, but I want to do a thumbnail for it. So, well,
basically, you just go onto StreamYard and schedule it.
Yeah. You know what? Actually, that's a good. Thank you for reminding me.
Have you set up your StreamYard?
No, I've got to do that.
But let me just tell you, don't do it like the day before. Like try to set it up a week before, because I think there's a 24-hour period that you have to wait. So don't wait to the last minute to do it because you.
Oh no, I wasn't. I was going to go get the. I was thinking because everybody uses StreamYard, I was going to go get the one where you can have multiple people, or the paid version, not the free version, but.
Oh yeah.
So I was going to do that and then hopefully make a thumbnail out of that. But I was going to do that ahead of time because I've got, let's see, today's 30th. It's going to be in either August 11th or 12th. And somewhere around there. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool.
Okay.
Sounds cool. Yeah, that's what I do. I just schedule mine ahead of time when I know who my guest is going to be, and then I'll go back in and set up the customization to. I have to go in and turn on my monetization on the YouTube side. I have to, go from StreamYard. I have to go over to YouTube, turn on the monetization because it's off unless you turn it on.
Oh, really? Okay.
I have to turn it on every time. If there's an automatic setting, I don't know what it is.
I was to say
anyway, I have to turn that on, and I go in and I set it to subscriber only because there's so many problems with troll people out there these days. I just always have it set up to 5 minutes, but today I set it up for the 20 because somebody I know was having problems.
Oh, okay, that's not a bad idea.
They didn't visit me, and as far as I know, they have not visited me today. So
I'll write that down for 20 minutes, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, I usually set it up for 5, but.
Yeah, and that's not a bad idea to make it subscriber only because, you know.
You can't even do it over.
Gives you like the channel, you can get subscriptions off of it.
Yeah, my brother, when he had a channel, he said he used to get people that would subscribe just because they wanted to go in, they wanted to be in the live.
Yeah.
So they would sit there and wait the 5 minutes or however long you had it set for. They would sit and wait, and then don't underestimate the fact that they may subscribe just to come into your live.
Well, I know.
They might.
My numbers are going up and down anyway, so I know I'm going to gain some, lose some. So yeah.
Yeah, mine went up just a couple of few lately, but I think those were probably. I think those were Tuber Chat. Those were involved with Tuber Chat. I had a few.
And that could be because that was weird. Because like my watch hours have gone left. And I
always check my comments right after Tuber Chat to see who's visited me recently, and then I'll go back over and visit them. But I always look at that right after.
Yeah, because my watch hours have jumped after yesterday. And it was going down, so it's been like up and down. But yesterday it jumped really good, so I'm like, wow, maybe it was Tuber Chat, or maybe because I know we have people out there running playlists. So
yeah, some people will do it and not even tell you. I try to tell the person. I try to if I can find their email. If you're a YouTube channel, unless you're having problems with other people. I would suggest you put your email out there. But, of course, if you're having trouble with people, I would not recommend that. Some people probably okay. So
I've had people tell me how they can information. I've had people tell me how they can redo my page. Actually, the other somebody sent me an email the other day, actually had my stats, I think, obviously from what was it, Tuber Tools or something like that, had the stats.
Yes,
really? How can you make my page better? That sort of thing. So I get those.
I've had people do that. I have some people emailing me weird emails right now, but I'm not clicking on them because I feel like they're trying to hack or steal or create some kind of chaos. Since they don't look like they're coming from a YouTube channel, I've been deleting them and not even reading them.
Delete them.
I can tell because it has a bunch of letters and numbers. I just know it's not right. Whatever it is, it's not right. So I just delete it. I don't care. Whatever I missed, I don't care. I don't think I missed anything. I think I missed not getting a hard time by whatever they were going to try to do to me. That person. I have been harassed on here before. It was kind of really more like an Instagram person that kind of came over from Instagram to here.
Probably.
But I haven't had any trouble with them lately.
Yeah, I've seen people on TikTok and it says user 8778543. I'm like, no, that's somebody bogus. Nobody has
I made a Fall Fest playlist of all the people that are in the Fall Fest, and I run that at night when I'm sleeping to get watch hours to the people who are supporting me. So I try to support those who are supporting me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And posted. I wish I had been in there when that person was bugging you.
Yeah, I've had to block a couple of people already, or several actually.
Yeah. Well, my
like I said, yeah.
now sends me a code number every time I want to log in, even just log in.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to leave it that way because that way I know it's never going to get hacked.
Oh, no, that's a good idea because I've had I think StreamYard with the plugin has done this to me before where Google will log me out of everything and saying you need to verify. And I'm like, okay, what's doing this? But I try to make an effort to log out of everything except for my phone. So I know that's the only device running at night. So I'll know, but Google will do that every once in a while. It'll say we've logged you out of everything. Please verify. I'm like, okay, well, I'll do that. So,
and you got to go back and look at your password book and figure everything out. And
got to get the text
I get frustrated with it, and I hand it to hubby. I'm like, I don't know what I did here.
Yeah, I think it's StreamYard sometimes. I think that plugin wreaks havoc on my. Oh no, hold on. No, I know what it is. I run a VPN on my laptop sometimes, and I leave that on. That's another thing too. If you have a VPN on your laptop,
that's a good idea, Jim.
And I'll use that when I'm visiting hotels or somewhere else. I don't know who they are, and then Google will log me out because I'm using the VPN. It sees I'm using the address from somewhere else.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I forget to turn that off, but that's usually protection for me because I don't want an unencrypted laptop to sit out there and on somebody's network.
Yeah, there's some crazy people out there, man.
Oh yeah,
and I don't know how they do the stuff they do. My Instagram stalker actually somehow from the comments somehow got my phone number and made my phone ring. I don't.
Well, yeah.
I don't even know how that happened. But then hubby said when you picked up that phone, you gave them your phone number. So I had to go down and change my phone number after that.
You know what I use when I was out there on several sites? I'll use a Google phone number and use that instead of my cell phone. So I'll use the Google number and that masks my cell phone number. Mm-hmm. And if I, say somebody needs my phone number, well, I'll put that number in because it goes directly to my phone. It's like a protection for me. So
that's a good idea.
Yeah. But I've had my information out there. People have gotten a hold of it, and I get text messages saying, "Oh, this property's for sale. Are you interested in selling?" I'm like, "No, that's my mom and dad's house. How'd you get my number?" So
yeah, weird people. None of your business. Get away.
Exactly. Well, I'll send it back and say, "Yeah, $5 million. You want to buy my parents' house? It'll be $5 million."
Yeah. Oh, that ought to close it down real quick.
I mean, if they're willing to do it, I'll take $5 million.
Yeah. With everything in it.
Yeah. Fully customized. Hey, you take it as is.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Thank you, Jan, for coming in. I appreciate it.
Yeah, Jan.
Thank you for the super chats. That was really sweet of you. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, Jan is a good friend.
Yeah.
She's a sweet lady. Been friends with her a couple of years now. I've probably known her at least 2.5 years now on YouTube. I think I met her within the first 6 months of my channel.
Yeah.
I actually can go back to the original first video where I did a shout out of her and a little postcard thing with her channel name. I'm standing there talking about her channel. So it had to have been before that. So yeah, I'll have to go back and find that video, but it's still out there. I didn't delete it.
Yeah, as people I know that I subscribe to say, "Oh, I'm going to delete this video." I'm like, no. But why would you want to just keep it out there? People may still want to look at it. I would never.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a good idea to delete your content because it takes away your watch hours with it. So unless, there's a reason why, like maybe you had a spat somebody on YouTube and you might want to take it off because you don't want to associate yourself with them. But other than that, I mean, or maybe you think you just made a horrible video. But if you're still on your year of getting yourself monetized, I would suggest not
keep it out there. Yeah.
After you get where I'm at, I could delete something from 2 years ago and it's not going to do a single thing.
Yeah. And I mean,
if I made the same video and I feel like maybe I made it better, like better sound quality, better video quality or something, maybe. But I mean, I have, if you were to watch my playlist closely, you would see that I might have made the same recipe 2 years ago. I look back, if I made it 2 years ago, I could make it again.
Make it again and change it up.
People are following me now. And that was actually a suggestion I got from Lisa at Yogi Hollow Farm. She's like, you got new people. Hello, Urban Harvest. How are you?
Well, I was going to ask if I started doing some shorts on my longer format videos to try to promote them, to do a short on it and say, hey, check out my long format video in the description below or something like that. I've done that.
Yeah. Well, like if I made the same recipe that I've done as a longer form video, I've put it like in the description box, the link to the longer form video. So, like a little short of it and then the longer form video.
Yeah.
But I have redone videos because even gardening content, you got different people following you. You're putting in different search terms. It's going to come up different. So, like I've done videos about composting, but I have one of those coming up. I think it's going to be next week, but I'm going to show myself doing some composting. Maybe somebody will learn something from that. I learned it from YouTube, most of it. Yeah. So I'm just putting it back out there, the things that I learned.
Well, that's what I've watched YouTube on these, and your channel too, is the raised garden beds or the raised things where you put that in. I'd like to try that as opposed to like putting it straight into the ground. Just make it raised. So
I almost like refuse to grow in the straight in the ground now because our soil, we have really bad clay soil, and it's terrible. So back in the wild garden, it's like those bricks that kind of round in your flower beds. They're kind of scalloped on the edges. Well, I have one of those made into almost an oval. And I think there's a couple of chickens buried underneath there, right? But I don't dig in there because I don't want to dig anything up. But it's probably more toward the middle. So anyway, that's when we had the whole group of them that passed away. So I composted leaves and sticks and shredded paper and chicken manure. And then usually when it gets closer to the beginning of that year, that's what I'll compost it with at the end of this year. And then I'll put some new potting soil on top of it. So I'm kind of building it up to like a mound. It's still below the point now, but eventually it'll be kind of like a mound. But that's what I do. I just add to it. And I grow in like totes, pots, raised planters. Puppy got me some shipping crates. And I got 2 big, huge shipping crates. It's going to take me forever. So that's me composting. And then since I'm pulling apart my squash bed, I'm going to show what I add to that to amend the soil for next year. So I'm going to kind of show versions of it, different time. I'm going to show probably 3 or 4 or 5 versions of what I do because I do it according to what I have available. And I'm going to add some eggshells in there.
Eggshells. Yeah, I was going to ask you, because I know my mom and dad used to have this big contraption outside where they took all the waste, like the lettuce, eggshells, things like that, put it in the pile. Do you do that and put that in the garden bed, or?
I don't do a lot of kitchen scraps like potato peels and stuff, because it's Texas and there's so many ants and I don't want anything.
Okay.
Now, if I went in there in the middle of the winter, I could do that. But if it's getting close up to the gardening season or right in the middle of gardening season, I can't do that because there's so many ants that will just, I don't want to bring any attention. I did really well with ants this year. I started fighting the ants. What I would do, I had to be relentless. I would get pots of boiling water and pour it on them. This is before the plants were planted. And I did that so diligently that I didn't really have any problems with ants this year. I just kept killing them. They'd pop up another one. But I had to stay on it every day. But I just don't like using poison in my garden. So I was trying to get rid of them organically without messing things up. Yeah, we have been through a lot together. The good and the bad of Egypt. We've been through it all. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, I think tags are important. People are finding things.
Well, I make tags all the time.
Like I said, the homeless man found me. He must know that I'm somebody who helps people, and he was looking for something, and I popped up. So
yeah,
how else did he get attached to me? He's not related to anyone else I know on YouTube. So, I mean, I do have a few. I have a couple. I think Creative Redundancy does some stuff with aren't they in the Tuber Chat community? Creative Redundancy.
I think so. Yeah.
And there's another one. There's another one too. But anyway, there's a couple of them who are the ones who go out and help them. But this is an actual homeless person who found me somehow from one of my hashtags that I used. Yeah, I love raised beds. I'm so excited about my new raised beds for next year. It's going to take me forever to fill them up because they're probably 2 feet tall or more. I mean, I'm not a guy. I don't have the mind for that, but I'm going to say they're 2-3 feet tall. They're tall. I've already started throwing sticks in there and leaves. And
I saw you making that one.
Oh, and the pots from this year where I had stuff growing, I just dumped it in there. Now, some people don't think you should use old soil. I'm not one of those people. But I'll put new fresh soil on it when I go to planting it next year. So that'll just be kind of an underlayer. But so it just has a pot form in there, where it was in the pot. It's like, oh, that's soil. It'll be all right. The roots and everything, I just dump it right in. And then I'll wash all those pots out for next year and start them with fresh soil. And I try to do some amending on the pots, the stuff in the pots too. That does help.
Yeah, I was going to say, our Okie Homestead, YouTube's good for everything is right because, I have my car is push button start and it works with that PROS key. And I went to a store out of town and I went to hit the button and it said, now it started, but it said your PROS key battery is about to die. And I'm like, great. So I'm out of town. If it dies, I can't start my car. Well, I went on YouTube and found a solution right there. Easy pie. Awesome. Changed it and everything else. So yeah, I was like scrambling on my cell phone looking for a YouTube video on how to change my battery in that key, which was very easy. But yeah, it was one of those where, man, if I can't start my car, because that's how it runs on the, on that PROS.
Oh, I learned so much gardening from YouTube. Yeah,
I didn't have
a lot of gardening from YouTube.
Yeah.
And my soap making, I'm going to do that from all YouTube videos. So at some point, I got to come up with the recipe I'm going to use.
Yeah.
So I can get the right stuff. But right now, I'm just kind of getting some basic stuff together.
Oh, that's all right. I watched a video today on one of the places I'm going to do a video on just to see how they did it and what things to look at. And so, yeah, it's all fair game. So, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't know if you were in here last week when I woke up last Saturday morning and I had this mean message in my comment section. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm waking up to this. But I decided not to let it derail me. So the person said to me that I was copying this collab from another person and how they were so rude and mean. Well, I reported it or whatever, which I'm sure. So the comment's gone. But I was like, who did I copy it from? There's at least 7 or more channels that have done it. Yeah. You know, Off Kilter Homestead did it. Dana's Wonderlust Crochet did it. Pups and Crochet. Tons in the crochet community that I don't even know about did it as well. So which one did I copy? Nothing is sacred. Once you put out, once Gene puts out his breakfast casserole video or whatever he's going to do, I can go tomorrow and steal it.
That's fun.
I won't do it, but I could. And he can't do anything. I mean,
you know how many breakfast stuff out there? I mean, it's right. It's
I mean, once you put it out on YouTube, it's public information. Now, I watched Mountain Grandma make some fruit roll-ups, and I called her and texted her and everything, and I asked her, I said, would you mind if I put out a video doing this fruit roll-up thing? And I'll, put you in the description as I learned it from. She's like, oh, no problem. She said, no, I want to see what you're going to do with it. So I still have to do that, but I did ask her. But I mean, the people who are doing this collab, I kept thinking, well, why can't I do it? I thought about it for 2 years before I even decided to do it, because I had been joining in other people's and gaining friends from that. And I thought, well, why can't I do my own?
Yeah.
And finally, I just decided to do it. And I got my little spiral out and started writing stuff down. And I said, okay, this is the details. These are all the dates.
Yeah.
And the good part about doing your own collab is you get to be the one to make the rules. So then when people are coming to you, I don't like this rule and that rule. Well, go do somebody else's collab or do your own. Do your own. Be my competition.
That's what I was going to suggest, because I've had comments on mine when I almost feel like typing back going, well, I have my channel and you don't have yours. So, I mean, I can do what I want. I don't want to say that, but it's almost like I think that sometimes, like, where did this comment come from? It's like, this is my channel. I'll do whatever I want. So
they always say mimicking is the best form of flattery.
Yeah.
So if I did mimic anybody, it was flattering them.
Yeah, I know.
I've seen so many channels do it before I did it. I didn't feel like I was copying anybody. It's been done to death.
Yeah.
I didn't think anybody would want to join. Last year when I had 70 channels join, I was like, oh my gosh, 70 people want to follow me into anything? I mean, I would follow my own self into battle. But they're following me and they're going to do it. So I'm like, okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. I
didn't think I had a personality to get anybody to do anything. But most of them just already wanted to, and they had.
I know.
Some of them heard about it before. I actually have some new ones this year that have never done it before, like Alfonso is new. Lulu's Treasure Trove was in it last year. Kathleen, a literature and more with Kathleen, she was in it last year, but I think she was in as Urban Harvest is probably going to do it, I think. Who else? Free Handly Maid's in. I'm seeing how many people are in here. Jessie's Unboxings and More. She's in. She's doing it. Who else? Let's see who else is in here. Our Treasured Homes in. Canadian Family Life. Yep. There's a lot of them in here that are doing it. A lot of them that came in today. But yeah. I think it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I love, like, the night before it all happens, I'm going to write down everybody's number. And then at the end, I'm going to write it down again. And I'm going to see how much everybody's channel.
Yeah, I'd like to see the outcome.
So last year, Sassy Southern NC Girl did it. She's in the paper crafting community. She said she grew by 109.
Oh, really?
Now, me as the host, I think I grew by about 250, 260 as the host. So that was she put that in last week's live when I was talking about it. Yeah, you did it last year as my Alabama Farm Life. That's what I thought. So several joining again, and then some brand new ones that haven't done it before. So it's pretty cool. Do y'all sign off giving permission for people to use part of your video? I do all the time. I don't know. I was kind of wondering about that's a good question. That's a really good question. I don't know what to check on that box either. I need to get some more information on that.
On part of your video, huh?
You know, there's that, like when you're posting your video, it says, do you sign off?
Yeah.
Okay, so like say Kathleen decided to do a shout out video, and she was gonna shout out you and me, and so she decided to use a little clip of me cooking or a little clip of you.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
She could go in and use that if we've left it as signed off. So you can do that now. So
that's right. I think I know what you're talking about. I see that when I go to videos. Yeah. Do you allow other people to?
And I think in most cases it would be okay, but I guess there's some people who could use it to make fun of you. That would be cool. Hey, if you're going to show me doing something, please just don't show a picture of me with my mouth wide open, because somebody last year on Fall Fest or something, I love them dearly, but there's this picture of me and my mouth is wide open.
Oh no.
And that picture is there forever because that person, it just picked.
Who does the I'm having a brain fart.
I think I was talking in
who does the Sunday Fun Day? Who does the Sunday Fun Day? I can't think of it.
Garden State Gardener.
Okay, there you go. I think he's taken some of my clips of my videos and made a funny out of it. He's probably taken some of those out of a live?
Well, no, I think he does his from still pictures.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay.
Well, he'll screenshot a picture of you and then use your face.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, and then how it's not really your lips moving.
Yeah. And those are great. Yeah. Hey, if you want to do that, please go ahead.
I laugh. I think it's funny. He has I think he has one of me roller skating. I've seen him have other people do more embarrassing things in videos, which I'm a little bit glad I'm not in a couple of those. Let's just say. I watched one the other day. I was like, I'm so glad that one's not me. Oh my gosh. But it's funny to watch.
Yeah.
I'm glad that my face is not on that one. Yeah, I don't know. So I don't have a green screen. I have one picture where Yogi Hollow Farm took the background of the picture I sent out. She went through and did that. And I used that picture in a lot of my thumbnails because she took the time to take the background out. So it's one of the common ones I use, but I don't actually know how to do that. I just kept saving. I saved the picture. She sent it back to me when she was done and I use it. So I don't have a green screen.
Yeah.
Feisty means farty. Well, just taking it out of context, we think what you said was funny. Now, I don't. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Women don't fart. Don't fart. No.
Men do, but not women. No.
PC means farting, huh?
What do you think? Like, pull my finger. That's like when the guys walk around saying, "Pull my finger."
Oh, pull my finger. Oh, that's funny. Is it a bright green fabric? I don't think I'll have any green sheets. Mine are gray.
Oh, that's like when you talk about a backdrop. I saw Nick Nimmin the other day talk about this product from Adobe that you can put very real scenes behind you, and you can't. It's artificial intelligence. You can't tell the difference. I'm like, wow. I mean, it showed him walking through like this mansion, and I'm like, wow, that looks real. So I'm like, wow, they're coming up with a lot of backdrops.
Yeah. I have the picture without any background. Would that help, Alfonso? I have that. I have that one picture without the background. That's
left me.
I don't have a green screen. I basically just have this as my background. This is the wall in the kitchen. This door goes into the utility room, and the utility room is with the back door, which would be. I can't even point the right way. No. Oh my gosh, I can't even do it. Anyway,
I tried.
The backyard is that way.
Yeah, when I go live, it's gonna be a different backdrop than this because I'm gonna be at another.
And it used to be really dark, so I put up the little lights over there, and I turn them on just for when I'm doing lives, just to have some background lighting.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing professional, just just do some Christmas lights back there is all.
Oh, Alfonso, yeah, that could be it. It's in beta right now, so I don't know if that's what you're using or has, but
I have a picture without a background. It's just like I don't know, maybe waist and above, kind of. It's like about a foot of. It's part of me. It's not all of me. It's not like head to toe or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have tried to remove background out of pictures, but I end up like taking off a piece of cheek or hair. I mean, it's a very delicate touch. I don't know if I quite have the talent for it, or patience. That might be the better one. But yeah, I think a long time ago I watched some kind of tutorial from Bushcraft Family, and I attempted it. I was like, ooh. Yeah, that's why I never did very good with crochet. I'm just not a patient person. But I did learn how to make stitch markers, and I was learning both those at the same time, and I picked up on the jewelry making type stuff easier. So I stuck with that. So anyway. We've been going for 2 hours. I guess we need to go on and do something else.
I guess we could. I've enjoyed being up here.
We need to do one of these lives where you can get the time too.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna get that one live out of the way, and then I'm gonna start having people come up. I'm gonna do interviews and things like that, and I'll definitely have you up.
Go and do your StreamYard membership. Get that started. I did have it for. I had the membership for a while. I just have the free one now, but I did have it for a while, and it has some cool features where you can do the countdown, and you can do like your logo, and there's some cool. You can put backgrounds, and like here where it shows the black on top and bottom, you could put like dolphins or some other kind of pretty background or something.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. So
yeah. But I have had it, and it was fun, and I played with it for a while, but I don't have it anymore. So anyway, I didn't get enough people ever on mine. So really, I was just having the features for fun. But
yeah, I was up on a panel. What was it last night with Jerry from Butler Farms, and we had 6 of us up there almost. And I've been on ones with nine people up.
Yeah, I have had that many on mine before.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about doing a reunion, I'm going to call it a reunion. But some of the ones of us who started YouTube together, I was thinking about doing a live with all of us on a panel. So I think I'm going to start shooting out some dates of that. And it would be like Jan and Nisi and Lori's World and Micro Farmer, maybe Crazy Ed, just all of us would be some guys and some girls. And
that'll be good.
It out as our group together. So I thought about doing one of those panels. And I think Jan and I talked about that one day. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, thank you for coming up and chatting with me.
No, thank you. Anytime you just let me know. I have a blast when I come up. It's fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Coming up.
Okay.
A good time goes by so fast when you're on here. It's like 2 hours already. Wow.
I know. I was just looking at going. I looked at the corner.
I'll be looking at the time, but when you have somebody to talk to, it goes so much easier.
All right. Well, good. Well, thank you for having me up, and hope you have a good week. And thank you again. Send
me an email when you get ready for me to be a guest for an interview or just for a chat, or if you want to have me come up and talk about it.
Well, I definitely will. I will definitely contact you.
Whatever you come up with. Or if you want me to look up some jokes and come on and tell some jokes on your
channel. You can do that too.
I'll find some.
The sky's the limit. Like I said, I think once I get this one live one done, I'm going to be, the whole world's going to open up. So
just set it up for like half an hour to an hour. Just commit to a short one first. Just you talking by yourself. Just get used to talking to the camera yourself. And then, just start. Just get your first 30 minutes out of the way and it'll no problem.
Well, I've got a mid halfway point little surprise, so we'll see.
That'll be fun. I look for. Let me know when you're going to do it. I want to be there for you.
I'm most sure I can. Well, I'll tell you. It's
email me or just let me. No matter whoever you're going to have on or by yourself or whatever, just let me know.
I'll tell you now. It's more likely it's going to be the August 11th on that Friday night. So. I think I've narrowed down August 11th because I'll be house sitting during that time, and I have to have some stuff there. So it's going to be August 11th.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
Okay,
I'll put it on my schedule. I have a schedule on my phone, and I put people in. Like today, my calendar said "Yellow Shirt Dad," so I just put it on there, and that way I can look at my phone at any time, even if I'm not away from the house, and I can see who my guests are. And if I need to schedule one, if I'm waiting for somebody to come back with a date, I know what dates to go in between. And there's one date I'm not doing a lot because I'm going to be out of town visiting my sister. So, but thank you for coming up.
All right. Thank you. All right. Bye.
Thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate you. Thank you, Tuber Chat, for sharing me out. I appreciate it. And thank you guys all for coming in. And I look forward to seeing your videos on Tuesday for Fall Fest 23 giveaway. And if you haven't heard any information on that and you want to know, please email me at gailsouthernliving@yahoo.com. You can also watch the videos on my channel where I talk about the Fall Fest 23 giveaway, and there's an informational playlist. So if you're interested in joining, you're in here right now, you can go back there and watch the information. You can also email me any questions you have. So, and if you're not going to be a co-host, go by and comment on these videos and enter all these really cool giveaways because they're going to be giving away some really awesome stuff. Bye, guys. Have a great day. Thank you for coming in.